Hey, thank you, everybody. I'll tell you a little bit about myself and how I grew up. Well, before I do, a round of applause. How many out there have brothers or sisters? All right. Congratulate your parents. No, actually, I was brought up as an only child until I was 5. And then my parents went and literally screwed that all up. And poof, there was my sister. Or as I nicknamed her, Poverty. Because poverty was the only other thing I could think of that ruins childhood dreams. And if you're an older sibling, you know what I mean. And if you're a younger one, and you got beat up all the time growing up, it's because you deserved it, you rat bastards. You should have just kept your mouth shut. You know who you are. Oh yeah, I had it great growing up. Until she came along. Or as I like to call it time, BS before sisters. Oh yeah, I mean, if I needed something, boom, I got it. When she came along, it was like, man, you'd be all right, you'd be fine, or be a man. Be a man, I was 5. I don't even think I knew if I was a boy yet or not. I mean, my belly button and penis were the same size, you know? Hey, in my defense, I did have a hernia, so, I mean, it took me to 8 to grab the right one to go to the bathroom, but, you know, it's things you got to deal with. But, you know, as I got older, I realized that my free time started turning into babysitting time. So I figured if I got to take care of old Poverty over here, you know what, I want to make some money. So I wrapped her up in newspaper and put her in my stroller and pushed her down the street and tried to work up some change for people. That was until my parents figured out what I was doing. My mom snatched me up and put me in the car and took me to the mall and told me to throw all the change I made in the fountain. And then she made me sit there and think about what I did when she went shopping. Well, I'll tell you what I did. I stuck my hands back in that fountain and grabbed all the money I could and stuffed it in my pockets. Of course, I got my pants all wet when she came back and asked what happened. Well, I peed myself. I mean, I wasn't going to throw that money back in. I earned it. If I was going to throw anything away, it'd be those naked Barbies that were laying all around the house. God, I hated seeing those things. You know, like ones with the chopped off hair or missing an arm or missing a leg. It looked like a broke-ass mannequin factory around there. But my sister did try to rat me out every chance she got. Of course, she'd go to do it, and she'd start thinking about the consequences, and she'd start stuttering. I think my parents thought that she had a speech impediment. Actually, I was kind of hoping it was an onset of Tourette's, to be honest, but that's terrible. But no, if there's something like one piece of advice for anybody out there that's planning on having kids, it'd be have them together as close in age as possible. Don't put yourselves or them through that. Just bypass the whole thing. You know, if I can give another piece of advice. If you're looking to give a couple a gift, by all means, for the love of God, do not get them a couple's massage. All right? My parents did this for my wife and I for Christmas. And let me paint the picture for you. We're both lying there on the table, naked, have a towel over us. Here comes in this handsome man. Starts drizzling oil over my wife's back. And she goes, oh, that feels so good. Of course, I'm sitting there watching. Then all of a sudden I get hot oil dumped on my back, and man hand starts rubbing it in like she's weaving a sweater. I swear, the best thing I could do, excuse me, what was I going to say? The only happy ending I could think of was getting the hell out of there. Yeah, I'm going to leave you with this. You guys can take this with you if you like it. Asian couple walks into a hospital. Says, we're here to return this baby. Receptionist looks at the baby and goes, why? It's a perfectly healthy Caucasian baby. Couple goes, exactly. 2 Wongs don't make a white.
Jerry Bartholomew, everybody. Keep it going for him.